So, taking a little inspiration from a local YouTuber who produces excellent content named Arkansas Picker, I decided that as much as I go out to thrift stores and flea markets and such, that I'd go ahead and maybe start the occasional video series of my own. And I probably won't post with the same regularity that he does, but maybe I will. Anyway, here's my first attempt at it. If you're unfamiliar with Arkansas Picker, again, his content is phenomenal. I'll provide a link that you can go check him out. But he's phenomenal. He's always entertaining. And take it easy. All right, so today I'm going to be hitting up the Central Station Flea Market in Benton, Arkansas. This is a relatively new flea market for our area. I think this used to be a hardware store. And I'm going to go in today and see what they have in the way of games and electronics. I actually went to another local flea market yesterday and came out with my first pretty good score in a while. Walked out with 5 Blu-rays and a couple of games I've been looking for. So let's go in. And like any flea market, you expect the selection to be eclectic. I think I'm going to look at some CDs. I've really gotten into buying these again lately. Ricky Skaggs, right? Not really seeing a lot here. Seems like a lot of country, which really isn't my thing. And here we go, video games. I didn't have to walk too far in before I saw something. Now, I do find that a lot of the games I see in flea markets tend to be a lot of sports titles or a lot of bargain titles that you would see in other stores, but occasionally you will come away with some pretty good buys. Civil War Secret Mission. No, I'm not paying $17 for that. Now, I do find that some people who sell games and whatnot in flea markets tend to price with eBay. Sometimes they go a little bit over, and that can be frustrating. See, I'm not really seeing anything that's just jumping out at me. I'm a big collector of 360, so of course I'm always on the lookout to add to that collection. But again, not seeing much. Some aftermarket controllers, third-party controllers. A PS3 Fat for $150. I feel that is definitely overpriced because I can pick one of those up in several different places for under $50. Same with the PlayStation 2. I know where I can get 2 of those right now for $30 a piece. I'm not trying to rag on this seller. You know, they're just they're doing what they need to do to make that money. Now, see, I can't with this. With repros, I mean, at least they're honest and they tell you that they're reproductions. But there's no way I would pay $25 for a repro. I just wouldn't. I would hold off and spend the same amount, maybe a little bit more, to pick up the real deal, you know? F-Zero-X. Again, that's a repro. I was never a big N64 fan, but I did love this game. That was one of the few on the system that I was really into. Nice selection. Overpriced as fuck, though. I don't always look at shirts, but that's kind of cool. Wolverine shirt. Bet it's not my size, though. I don't even... Oh, large. No, unfortunately, my fat ass can't get by with a large. I gotta go with the 2X. Planet Hollywood. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's a cool shirt. Not really into them. What else we got over here? Yep, and on we go. Alright, I definitely stumbled on something that brings back some happy memories. This Coleco tabletop Pac-Man. And 50, that's actually, is it complete? Oh, it's complete. That is not a bad deal on that at all. I would definitely jump on that if I didn't already own 2 of them. One of which is in the box, and I'm loving this old boombox. This here, though, when I was 6 years old, my mom and dad, well, to put it mildly, we were poor. Dad wasn't working, Mom was, and she scraped up every last little bit of money she could because I was in love with Pac-Man. Pac-Man was just a new thing at the time. And I woke up to this on Christmas morning, and I played it and played it and played it and played it. The noise it makes, I don't know how it didn't drive my parents crazy, but I was so happy. And I actually still have my original for when I was 6 years old, so it was 40 years ago, and I still have it. I recently did a restoration on it too. The only thing mine really doesn't have, my original, is that battery cover. That was lost to history a long, long time ago, and I'm loving these old radios. I have so many old radios, though. My wife would kill me if I brought another one home. Same with the boombox. As much as I like it, I have several. I gotta say, so far, this is my favorite of the bays that I've popped into while I was here. Whoops. What do I got? I'm knocking a picture over. Excuse me. Oh. See, that is cool. I think it's an old AM radio. It's old Philco radio. You can't beat the design aesthetics of these older electronics, because back in the day, even though they all did the same thing, the overall, it's like they tried to separate themselves and differentiate themselves with their design, whereas a lot of the stuff you see out now is just, plain black or gray plastic. I would love, there's too much stuff here I would love to take home with me and clean up. But again, I don't have any place to store any of it. So, as much as it pains me, I'm going to go ahead and leave this bay and go on to something else. All right, all of my friends know that I'm not the biggest Christmas fan in the world. But I almost feel like I should just give in and play along this year. But this hat, I found this, Bah Humbug, $3. I'm definitely taking that one with me. Working in retail for over 20 years will kind of diminish your Christmas spirit a little bit, to put it mildly. See what we got going on back here. Oh, a lot of kids' toys and everything, and tools. And on we go. Okay, apparently we are now in vinyl land. Vinyl is one of those things that I understand the appeal of, but I wouldn't dare get involved with because I'm not an audiophile, and the friends of mine I have that are into it are 100% of the opinion that it's, they tell me it's not a cheap hobby to get into, and I'm not rich, and I have enough hobbies and collecting of things as it is, so I don't mess with it. I've probably missed out on a lot of valuable items that I could have picked up but just didn't know. Bunch of DVDs. I'm a huge physical media fan, and I know a lot of my fellow old heads are kind of like that too. We want to have something tangible in our hands for the money, but they like Blu-rays. I'm all for DVDs because a lot of times I can get DVDs for like $1, $2, and I don't need it to be like the sharpest resolution. I don't need 4K everything to enjoy a movie. So if you're into movie collecting, which I am, DVDs are definitely a great and affordable hobby to get into. All right, now these are cool. Absolutely cool. I love cigar box guitars, these 3-string guitars. We did an Incredible Hulk one that is freaking phenomenal. Apparently these are electric. I own a cigar box guitar, but it's a little more cheaply made than these. I wonder what they're even ask. $50, that's not bad. That's really not bad. Oh, I'm so tempted to buy one. I don't need it. I don't even know how to play them. I buy musical instruments as well, but I flip them mostly, but I do have quite a few on hand. I always tell myself one day I'm going to learn how to play, and it never seems to go that way. And we even got, one-string guitars? One-string guitar. All right. That's interesting. Probably the easiest of guitars to learn, I would imagine. And on we go. There's a lot of cool stuff in this flea market. The first time I was here, they were still setting up shops, so a lot of the bays were sitting empty. That's not the case now. It's filling up. We got, looks like a Saints jersey. Too bad I'm a Bengals fan. Who dey? Okay, so I found another small selection games here in this case. I'm not seeing a lot. I've got that Pac-Man Championship Edition, or else I'd buy it. Not too bad price. Some of them are a little bit out of touch, like that Medal of Honor Rising Sun for Xbox. There's no way I'd pay $20 for that. The Cotton Shed is the name of one of the other flea markets in town, and They have a bunch of games that are priced way more reasonably than that. I said, it's really hit and miss around here, but it's always fun to look. The one thing I enjoy about game collecting is the thrill of the hunt. What is this machine here? Some kind of drink machine? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that is pretty tight. My little ones would love having something like that. That would be their dream come true. All right, I've seen a lot of video games from a lot of different systems and a lot of different flea markets, but I've never seen arcade machines. Marvel vs. Capcom, Pit Fighter, Carnival King. So, you know, if I was to get one, that'd be the one I want. One that's got those multiple games. I'm not a huge fan of the one-up arcade machines. They're cheaply made, and frankly, I'm a tall guy and those things are too short for me, even with the base on them. That is definitely cool, though. I enjoyed seeing that. Don't have the money or the space for it, but I enjoy it. All right, well, that was a fun flea market visit. Didn't get any games or electronics like I would have wanted to, but I got this sweet-ass hat for Christmas. So I'll call that a win. If you're one of the 2 people who sees this, thanks for watching.